Hi, I'm Chuck Dorsett for Weaver Leather Supply, and this is the Leather Element. If you've got a good question for us or a good idea for Leather Element, drop it in the comment box below. Also, if you want to know when our videos release, just click your notifications. You'll know exactly when these come out. So the rotary or revolving punch, the most used tool in our shop, very easy to use and very convenient. But all told, the drive punches are a little bit more versatile. Now, if we want to go with a drive, do we need to buy every size? Absolutely not. In fact, let's look at the 3 sizes I use, and I think that's going to cover you. But also, let's take a look at our oval punches and the larger round hole. These can do some pretty cool things. All right, so let's step over to our punch table, take a look. At first glance, I wasn't sure we had enough content here to make a good leather element. Well, then I started laying out my drive punches. Okay, there's our problem. Do we need to buy every one of these? Absolutely not. I use 3 sizes, and we're going to come back around to that. But for the most part, if you're new to leathercraft, as you progress, you can always fine-tune the size of hole you're using. Your project, your call. Or say we've got a technique that requires a certain size hole. Well, now we can put the money into that, knowing it's money well spent because we're going to use it. So on a revolving punch, convenient and easy, one-stop shopping. And you'll see what I mean by that in just a second. So with this, we can absolutely punch holes all day long. Here's the problem. Say I've got a mark. I need a hole right in the middle of my panel. Because of the throat depth, I'm never going to get to that with my revolving. So I'm going to have to jump over to a drive punch. Well, what I meant by one-stop shopping is, well, now I need a punch board. I need my marble below that, and I'm going to need a mallet. So not as convenient and easy, but definitely more versatile. Okay, sizing. The most used size drive in my shop, 1/8 of an inch or 3.17 millimeters, because this to me is a perfect size for a rivet. There we go, not too loose, not too snug. Now, like say over here, and we'll come back to this, but notice how that rivet can move around in there. Say we're going to try to drop in another panel on top of that. It's going to be impossible to get those to land evenly. Down here, that is not going to be an issue. When we nail that together, it's going to be durable and sturdy. Right here, the cap size on that, or the throat on the cap, exactly 1/8 of an inch. Notice how comfortably that sits down in there. Again, a good durable bite. On our Sam Browns, our screw size, perfect fit. And for our Spanish basket weave, 1/8 of an inch, but a lighter, a softer lace, we can get 3 strands through that hole. Next size up, 3/16 or 4.76 millimeters. That's perfect for just about every snap I set. And if I'm doing just 1 or maybe 2 strands with a thicker lace, that's a perfect size. Again, I'm going to see more lace than hole, and that's a big point. Last size, 1/4 of an inch, 6.35 millimeters. This is absolutely perfect for our Chicago screws and our conchos. And if you've ever done this, try to squeeze a concho through a hole that's too small, very frustrating. Look at that, drops right in. It's a good, snug fit. So those 3 sizes simply do just about everything I need. Okay, let's jump over to our other table because we're going to talk about an oval punch and a larger round punch because this can do a couple of good things for us. The purpose of an oval punch is simply to give us more of an oblong hole. So therefore, with thicker leathers, our buckle prong is going to lay down more comfortably. We're typically going to see this in tack and saddle, like right here, 2/8/9s back to back. If I drop in just a round hole, well, that prong's going to struggle to lay over. But if we give it an oval, it's going to lay down more comfortably. We're typically going to see this in tack, saddle, say safety belts or duty belts, where we've got a lot of leather there. But it also looks great on a belt, and we've got multiple sizes. In fact, look at that tool. That's a tool we are going to buy once. Now, on our larger round hole, this is the 1/2 inch, the largest that we sell. Our first thought is, I'm never going to use that. Actually, this is one of the most useful round holes that I've got in my shop. First off, right here, say we want to add a concho to a 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 ounce leather. Where's the problem? That post, that is way too long. It's never going to sit tight. It's going to look terrible, okay? Well, let's do this. Let's take our 1/2 inch. Let's punch out a piece of scrap. Then let's punch a 1/4 inch hole right in the middle of that. So now I've basically made a donut or a washer. Let's drop that on. Now that's going to screw down good and tight. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. It even draws in a little bit. So now that concho's on there tight and it's going to look good. Another route we can go is, say with this. Say we've got a closure, a looped lace closure. Well, let's take that donut. Let's put it under the concho and then let's screw this on. Yeah, there we go. So now notice that's actually sticking up off the leather. So we can drop a piece of lace behind that. Actually turns it into a button. One more cool thing. I love the filigree cut. Well, but if we're not comfortable with our knife, how about we simply do this? Let's just use our round hole to punch a design. And there are unlimited ways we can go simply with our round holes to create a very unique, very cool filigree cut. So all told, very helpful tool to me. As crafters, our budget, it's always prominent. We're not really looking at the profit side. We're looking at the enjoyment side. So let's take that hard-earned money and put it into the right tools. I hope this is good information for you. Thanks for taking time to watch The Leather Element. Good luck with your projects.